good in the web? I'm your man Q, back again with some more of that Geek News. And I know y'all been asking where I've been at. Well, I'll tell you where I've been at. Fire Emblem Three Houses not only has taken my heart, my mind, but my soul. After 130 or so odd hours or something, don't be checking my Switch time, y'all. Get off my back. I like RPGs. I think I got a problem. I finally decided that it's time to, well, after I beat the game now, first playthrough, Golden Deer, y'all. Golden Deer. That I should talk about some things that maybe might help a few people, because I know more than a few friends who are on the fence about buying the game, or who have the game but didn't fully envelop and jump into the game like knee deep, head first, like I did. So I decided to make like a list of a few things. 7, that's my favorite number, that I wish I would have knew before Fire Emblem came out. Hopefully, this can help you. It's gonna be light spoilers. Emphasis on the light, y'all. Relax. First thing everybody wants to talk about is the characters. The characters make up 90% of the game and the story, which is the way a story is supposed to be done. So the question that you're asking is, can I recruit all 24 to 30 characters? And the answer to that question is yes and no. Just like life and circumstances, some people just don't like other people, or certain things happen where certain people are able to be recruited, but other people aren't able to be recruited, and we'll leave it at that. But for the most part, you're able to recruit pretty much all of the characters that are in the other classes, as well as a whole bunch of other characters that are with the Church of Ceros, and even a few mercenaries and people that's lingering around too. I don't know what made me assume that I was only going to be able to get so many characters. However, even saying that, you are not able to pick Eligard, Hubert, Dedadi, what's his name? Dedadi? Dedudu? Dedude? You know who I'm talking about. Big dude that be kicking it with Dimitri, Claude, and it's like a in-between thing with Hilda. She's not really like his advisor, vice captain person. Like, he don't really got one. It's supposedly a way that you can recruit Hilda if you are in a different class. And another thing I wish that I would have knew before the fact that I put so many hours into it was, just take your characters that you want to recruit to your party to tea parties, give them gifts, take them to the choir rehearsal, cook together, eat together, battle together, and for those in other houses, you can recruit them, which is the IE battling together, and that helps build the affinity a lot faster than, well, let's say trying to master reason when, well, your character is not really good at mastering reason, or an axe, or whatever the case is. Those little tips and tricks would have saved me dozens upon dozens of hours, because I didn't really get the characters I wanted the first playthrough for a while, because I was just in awe of all the things to do in the game. 2 for 1. 1 and 2. You can give multiple gifts. There is no cap on how many gifts you give to a particular character or lost items. It's only going to be able to go up to a certain degree when it comes to their affinity meter at that time. You cannot go back and change the difficulty once you're mid-game. I really wish I would have played Hard Classic, because I felt that I was leveled up a little too high from battling and grinding right in the beginning of the game, and I was just mopping through a lot of enemies all the way up into the end of the game, which I had to put my thinking cap on. I was just playing around with it, but you can actually hover your cursor over an enemy or even yourself, and you're able to see just how far that their range is going to go. And along with that, just a simple click of the L and R buttons will, transfer between each character. And to add a little extra bonus on that too, the whole time skip, jump, piece and fragment, those go up within the game. I thought that you were only limited to 3, but the higher your professor skill goes, the higher those go. So you will have multiple of those the further you go down into the game. Just being able to see which range an enemy has and how many time skips you can do really helps out on some of these difficult battles, especially ones where your party is separated and you're not with your protagonist or with your house leader. And the last thing, which is probably could have been the first thing and the most important, maybe not. Well, yeah. This game is long, and even though it has voice acting on pretty much every single thing that has to do with talking, which thank you, I appreciate it. Ooh, I appreciate it, Nintendo. It still is a very long game, so if you are not prepared to play a game that is to this magnitude, don't do it, because once you start playing it, you're not going to want to stop. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Once you play, you ain't gonna want to put the controller down, because that's the kind of game it is. And when you think you're finished, well, guess what? Pick the controller back up, kiddo. But interweb, I hope some of these tips and tricks can help you, because I really wish that a lot of these I would have knew beforehand. Like somebody would have just tapped me on the shoulder and been like, "Hey Q, Quentin, hey, save some of it for the New Game Plus." I probably would have listened. If you did like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, and you want to stay up to date with all things role-playing, games, y'all, relax. All things Nintendo and all things geek, remember to hit that subscribe button. It's gonna be like, follow my finger right there or right there. Like, you'll see it. It says subscribe. And ring that bell. And until next time, interweb, remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace!
And if you're still thirsty, here's another video for you right here and right here. Water's wet.